Hi friends, welcome back to the Goose and Ghost Knitting Podcast. My name is Ashley and I am the maker and designer behind Goose and Ghost Knits. You can find me on Ravelry as Goose and Ghost and on Instagram as Goose and Ghost Knits. And I'm coming to you today from sunny but cold. Very, very cold. Cleveland, Washington, right in the middle of the Cascade Mountains. I'm suffering. It's so cold. It's so cold, I say. It's gonna get more cold, even like as the season goes further. It's only November 20th, and it's sitting at freezing all day. And I don't like it. Like, it feels a lot colder than it is. I've gotten in the habit over the last month or so of going on, sorry, I don't know where the sun is, but of going on a long walk every day, and over the last week or so I just can't, because I don't warm up at all while I'm walking from the exertion. I just stay cold, and it's not worth it, even if I feel so much healthier and so much better about myself when I'm walking. It's cold and I'm a big baby. But this is not a podcast to discuss the weather. This is a podcast to discuss knitting and all of the fun things that come with it. So, should we get into that? I don't know how long this episode will be today. I'm not anticipating it'll be super long because I haven't had a lot of knitting time in the last 2 weeks. If you're a returning viewer, you'll know that I sew project bags, which I've got a little shop update later on in the episode. But I sew project bags, and I had all of my advent calendars go out last week, so I was working really, really long hours to get all of my advent calendars out on time, and I was sewing like crazy, so I didn't have a whole lot of knitting time. And what knitting time I did have, I kind of dedicated towards, I only have 4 projects to show today, so I only dedicated them towards these 4 projects. Which is one of the 4. But they're all pretty vanilla. So let's start with the obvious. I have finally finished my Cozy Classic Light. My stripy sweater. It's perfect. I love everything about it. It was exactly what I wanted when I cast it on, and it has been an endeavor and a half trying to get it done. So I cast it on in June. I cast it off last week, and it's done, and it's beautiful, and it's perfect. So let's talk about it. I haven't given the full details on it in a really long time. It is now blocked, so let me pull my hair back so you can see the neckline. And yeah, my hair is straight today because I've gotten it done twice in the last week and a half, and I'll talk about that in life. Okay, so the neckline on the Cozy Classic Light by Jessie Maid is usually it's a boat neck. It's usually very wide. I didn't want a super wide neckline, and even this is a little bit wider than I would prefer. It works, but I was hoping for something right up against my neckline. So what I did is I cast on using the next size down. So I think I cast on whatever the large, or size 4. I think I was size 4. I don't remember if she uses numbers or small, medium, large, whatever. I cast on size large, or no. The overall sweater is a size large. The neckline, I cast on a size medium, so one size down. And then on the last row of the ribbing, I did a rapid increase to where I was supposed to be for the size large. I also went down an extra needle size, I think, for the neckline. All of these notes are on my Ravelry page in a lot more detail, so if you want to reference that, I would go there. If I were to make this again, I would even go down to a size small for the neckline. I would make this again. I actually if I'm looking for a fingering weight basic raglan sweater, yeah, I would totally make this again. And like, it looks super cute with the stripes, and I'm so excited about that, where like maybe I will make it again as another stripy sweater. So the yarns, this brown at the neckline is Cascade Heritage Brown. Once again, no clue what it's called. We'll go right here. So brown. Light green is Coast to Coast Yarn Co. in the color Forage and Gold. The color that is very close to my skin color is Coast to Coast Yarn Co. in Polypore. And this tweed dark green, ooh, look at that. This tweedy dark green is Grenoy Co. The Black Forest. Yeah. I didn't really modify much to it except for the neckline. I did think I added a little bit of length to the body, as I always do. I have a very, very long torso, and I need extra length, or else it's going to be a little bit too short. So let's move over here a little bit so I don't keep going off in the shadows. So that's what I'm wearing. It is also my first finished object of the week. I'm so happy that it's done. I'm so excited that I can wear it. I've been wearing it, not like constantly, but I have been wearing it. I'm very excited for it. So my other FO this week is a project that you did not see, that I started and finished in 3 days. Could have been less, but you know, working on advent calendars. It's a little brioche headband. Because like I was saying, I've been walking and my ears get really cold because I like to wear my hair up. And I also have an undercut. So the back of my neck and my ears get super cold, so I need a hat. And if I'm wearing my hair up, I can't wear a hat. So I needed a headband. So I did this little brioche headband. Looks like this. It's nothing fancy. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. It is called Brioche Me Not by Sydney Racotogravello. I'm so sorry. Racotogravello. It will be linked down below. And as brioche is, it is fully reversible. I have not woven it in because why the hell would I? But so here is the inside. I did use, this is a self-striping, self-patterning yarn. It is Opal 9894. Here goes my German skills. Das Lama im Zuckerwaldland, which I think means llamas in Greenland. But I've been wearing it this way out. So, and then the dark red. The dark red is Knit Picks Stroll Tweed in Garnet Heather. And it's just cute. It was just a little simple project, but you know, it's kept my ears warm while I'm cold. So if I strike up the courage to step outside and take my walk, I will be wearing this. It's very cute. I like it a lot. I would totally make it again in fingering weight because this was really great for scraps. I used like 6 grams of the opal and like 20 of the stroll. So it helped me eliminate quite a few scraps, and I would really like to make it in a DK too, which would be really easy. You just have to decrease the number of stitches that you cast on. So cute, right? The sun is like It's only 1 o'clock, but the sun is rapidly going down. I love winter so much. But that's the only FOs I have this week. So let's talk about some 2 works in progress that are a little bit boring, maybe? We'll start with the half-finished object for this week. I finished the first sock of this pair. So I started this sock. I don't know where my sock blockers are right now. I actually think they're in my workspace. And I'm not... my bedroom's a really bad mess right now. I'm not digging through the mess right now to find the sock blockers. So you just get to deal with the sock by itself. Anyways, I cast these on to take with me on my bachelorette trip with my friends. We went to Disney World right before Halloween, and we went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So I thought these are the absolute perfect. This is the perfect yarn to bring with me, to knit in line or while we're waiting for something or just sitting down for a couple minutes. This yarn is called Not So Scary, very aptly named after the Halloween party. It is by Fangirl Fibers. And then the toe is the black from the Yarnaceous's Haunted Hallow sock set that I designed the Winchester Mystery socks in. So, sock 1 is done. And this is where I'm at on sock 2. I've cast on and done the first row. So I need to finish that before the next episode because I need these needles clear for December 1st. And we'll get to that, but in my acquisitions. But yep. Vanilla socks. The cuff is 20 rows, 1 by 1 rib, and then I did 10, 20, 30, 50 rows for the leg, and then a shadow wrap heel. Excuse me. Shadow wrap heel and 55 rows for the foot. That is what fits me. And of course, these are living in my Ghosties bag by me. These are still available in my shop. So if you're wanting a year-round spooky, which I fully endorse, link down below. The other project I've been working on is my wedding shawl. So I've talked about this a little bit. I'm getting married in January. And I'm working on the shawl so that when we go take pictures outside and it's freezing cold out, I have something warm to wrap myself in because my dress is sleeveless. So I've been making the Poet Shawl by Sari Nordland, and it's going so slow. It's taking forever, but it's just moss stitch for a really long time, but it's starting to get kind of big. I now have to I now can't get the whole thing in frame. So I'm getting somewhere. I've done this from here to here, that much since my last episode. But the sections, it's getting wider, a lot wider. So I really need to get going on it. I am 7 sections away from the lace. But the one thing that really made me feel accomplished this week was I finished the next ball of yarn. Right here, last night. I finished the next ball of yarn last night. So which means I'm now on 1, 2, 3. I'm now on the 4th ball of yarn. And I'm knitting this in Knit Picks Capra, which is in the color Hemlock Heather. It's 85% merino and 15% cashmere. So it's a little bit it feels super luxurious. And because of the seed stitch, that's all it is right now, is all over seed stitch. And then there will be 2 lace sections further down. So because of the seed stitch, it's so squishy. And I'm knitting this in a weight, like it's a fingering weight pattern. I'm knitting this in DK, so it's a little bit warmer and squishier. It's not going any faster. I've really dropped the ball on working on it, but it's still really cute. It's really cute. So that's the only knitting that I have to show. I've got 2 acquisitions this week. I have got my Fangirl Fibers Disney Parks of the Month Disney Attractions. I keep calling it the Disney Parks Club. It's the Attractions Club. So this one is for October. So spoilers in 3, 2, 1. This is Phantom Manor. Which, if you aren't aware, Phantom Manor is Disneyland Paris's version of the Haunted Mansion, which is my favorite attraction in the whole wide world. But I've only ever been to Disney World in Florida and Disneyland in California. I've never experienced Phantom Manor in Paris. Nor have I ever experienced, you know, Tokyo or Hong Kong or Shanghai, but someday. But for now, this is Phantom Manor. It's super pretty tonal green, a little bit of blue. It's definitely looking like more teal on camera, but it's definitely a very pretty green. I like it a lot. The funny thing was that she has a card that comes with all of the clubs. I haven't told her this yet. I need to tell her. But she has a card that comes with the club that kind of explains, like, this is the attraction, this is where it's from, this is what it's about, blah, blah, blah. And it said, you know, Phantom Manor in Disneyland Paris. And then the picture she showed wasn't Phantom Manor. And this is a deep cut. You're only going to know this if you're, like, a Disney nerd. The picture she showed of it wasn't Phantom Manor. It was, in fact, Mystic Manor in Disney Hong Kong. So they are 2 very different attractions. And the reason that, so Mystic Manor is a new adaptation of Haunted Mansion for the European audience. And Mystic Manor is that same thing for the Chinese audience, because the Chinese have a very different relationship with the dead than Western cultures do. So they don't have the Haunted Mansion there. They have a spooky attraction, but it's more like poltergeists and possessions, and it sounds creepy. It's silly. It's very silly. The main character in the ride is a monkey. Anyways, now that I've got my Disney knowledge done for the day, should we move on to my other acquisition that I actually can't show you? It's still wrapped up. This is my Advent socks for this year from Freckled Whimsy. So I got my Freckled Whimsy Advent calendar in the mail this year. This is last year the only Advent calendar I did. This year it is kind of the only Advent calendar I'm doing. I did do a Advent swap, so I'm sending out my swap today. So we did 24 scraps, 10-gram scraps, and we're exchanging them. And so I do have an Advent calendar in that sense, but I didn't get it like from any dyers. But I'm very excited to get it. I forgot that I had signed up for it until she messaged me this week. I was like, oh, hey. I was like, oh, crap. But, okay, Freckled Whimsy self-striping socks. So it's 24 stripes. And I get the Serendipity, which is her 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon sock yarn, so fingering weight. I didn't get a mini with it. I'll just pick one from my scrap bin. And I get the split skeins that are twisted together so that I have 2 matched pairs of socks. So I'm really excited to start this. I do 1 stripe every day in December. It's gonna be great. I'm really excited for it. I was actually supposed to have another, I was supposed to have another acquisition come in the mail. It was supposed to come in the mail today. But when I went to go check my USPS tracking for it, it was at my distribution center yesterday. And then when I refreshed it this morning, I live in Washington State, right? Like all the way northwest. When I checked my USPS tracking this morning, they sent it from my distribution center in Spokane, Washington to West Palm Beach, Florida. So, why? I'm not totally sure. Not totally sure. But Kimber's Cozy Creations did a really big sale. And so I bought 4 skeins because they were 40% off. And I got some sock yarn. And I'm making some plans for something really pretty and also socks because, you know, as I do. But that's the acquisitions I got. Shall we talk really quick about shop updates? So, advent calendars are all sent. Thank you so much to everybody who ordered one. I am not going to have any extras this year. I have a little bit of extra fabric, but I don't have the extras for the Christmas Day package. So I don't have any extras this year. I also don't have the mental capacity to make extras this year. And I was really far behind on my deadlines. I made my deadlines, but I was like scrambling to get my deadlines. So for next year, we will look at having extras and producing with the extra fabric that I have. So let me show you. I did, though, the Christmas bags are out now. So let me show you the 2 fabrics that I have that I designed for this year. And I've got 2 different styles to show you. So the first one is this right here. It's just, you know, like Christmas threw up all over the fabric. We've got candy canes and cocoa mugs and ornaments and poinsettias. Super, super cute. And now we've also got cream drawstrings. The other design I've got this year is a little bit more traditionally winter. It's not strictly Christmas, but we have got snowmen made out of yarn balls. This really pretty blue plaid. And this one did take the black drawstrings because it just felt a little bit appropriate. So this is the medium drawstring. We've got the small drawstring here of the Christmas, and then in both fabrics we have got the tote bags. And I do also have bookmarks in both fabrics. So those are available now. Link down below to shop the new Christmas drops. Let's talk Black Friday really quick because that is coming up in just a couple of days. I am having a sale that will start on Thanksgiving here in the US. So on Thursday, the 23rd, and then it goes through Cyber Monday, November 27th. So the 23rd through the 27th, everything in my shop will be 20% off. So definitely, like, if you need a project bag, buy it now. If you need a pattern, buy it now. Definitely the time. And I can't implore you enough, if you're not going to shop with me, shop small this year. It's like, please find the small businesses. If you can't find a small business for what you're looking for, post on Instagram, reach out to other people, ask if they know of a small business. If it's not in your price range, I understand. I completely understand. I am in the same boat. it is what it is. However, it is very important now that we support small creators. So 20% off everything. I am also going to have $10 mystery zipper pouches. And these are all of the zipper pouches that I was experimenting and trying out when I was trying to figure out what the design for these zipper pouches I wanted to sell were. So I've got a bunch of different variations of zipper pouches, and they're all super cute. They've got lots of different fabric designs, and they're going to be just $10. And normally my zipper pouches start at $25, and for the sizes that are going to be available, they're either going to be $25 or $35 normally, but they're only going to be $10 this weekend, so check it out. It'll be a really good deal. And guys, that's all I have for knitting or knitting adjacent things. Like, that's it. We're at 26 minutes and I've cut it down that hard that I don't have that much to talk about this week. Go me. Alright, let's talk about life for just a couple minutes. Like I said, I've spent most of the last 2 weeks sewing, and I'm really excited that I don't have to this week or next week. And actually, like, no, that's a lie. I do have a commission that I have to do this week, but I'm really excited to get that break finally, and not like be pushing myself for 12-hour days trying to get advent calendars done. And oh boy, do I know what I need to do next year, and it's not what I did this year. So that'll be really nice to take a little breather, and I'm excited to clean. I'm really excited to clean. Let's see, what have I been doing? You know what I've been doing in the last 2 weeks? This. I'm here, so I'm getting kind of closer to the end. I've been reading Iron Flame like crazy. This is the new book by Rebecca Yarros in the sequel to Fourth Wing. I keep like getting so into it, and I'm reading, and then something stressful happens, and I have to put it down for 2 to 3 business days so I can process that something stressful happened. And then I get back into it and I read like crazy, and then something else stressful happens, and I'm like, but my fiance has been reading it, listening to it as an audiobook, and he finished it 2 days ago, and he's like, you need to finish it because I need to talk to you about it, like hurry up. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm working on it. But now that I don't have advent calendars to work on anymore, I have more time to read my book, which I'm really excited about. And then I said I got my hair done. It is freshly copper again. I am so happy. Look at how pretty it looks in the sunlight. I love my hair when it's copper and it still has that little bit of dark on the top. This is my favorite. And it's straight right now, which is weird. I wear my hair curly all of the time. My hair is naturally curly, but she needed to dry it because it dyed really weird, and I had to go back in so that we could fix a couple pieces. So she blow dried it at the end to make sure that it actually did it correctly. So I went and saw her twice in the last 2 weeks. But this was our first go through for my wedding hair, which is great because now when I go back in January, we just have to put the copper back in, put the toner back in. But it's all bleached and ready, and I'm excited for it. Wedding things. We've been busy working on wedding things. Like, we're now in that time zone where we're 2 months out. 2 months exactly today. 2 months exactly from today, we'll be getting married. Actually, no. Yeah, 2 months exactly today. So we're starting to get in the crunch time where we're planning things a lot. We've been working on picking our first dance song and all the songs for our ceremony and adding like music to our DJ's playlist. And oh, here's a fun one. I don't have a hairstylist for the wedding anymore. I used to work at a salon, and one of my friends from the salon told me she was gonna do it, and she backed out. So at least I assume she did, because she's not responding to any of my messages. So I now need to find a new wedding hairstylist with 2 months to go. Not stressful at all. And then like my aunt is starting to plan my bridal shower, which I'm really excited about, and I've been looking for a dress like crazy for the bridal shower. Like I found one that I'm really excited about, and it looks so pretty, but it's just a little bit more expensive than I want to spend for a dress that I'll probably only wear once. But every other dress that I feel comfortable in, that is in a price range I feel comfortable with, just looks like an everyday dress to me. But here's the fun thing, is that like an everyday dress for me is definitely more dressy than most other people. Like I really like wearing dresses, and I dress up a little bit nicer day to day. So I'm having a really hard time trying to differentiate between finding something that's a little bit more special and not like all out super fancy, you know? So if you have any recommendations of places to look for a white dress that is less than $100, please let me know, because I'm struggling. It's also like, you know, not helping with my body image either, because when I do finally find, a boutique that sells in my price range, they stop stocking at a size medium, which is so stupid. So stupid. I talk a lot about size inclusivity in knitting patterns. Can we talk about size inclusivity in clothing too? Like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm not even that big of a person. Like, I'm 200 pounds. I am 5'6". I am a size large, 14 US. Like, this is all average in the US. And I can't find clothes that fit. Like, do we not make clothes for the normal average person? No. It really seems like we don't. Anyways, please give me recommendations for places to look. I've looked a bunch on Amazon, and I've got options there, but I'm not excited about any of them. I looked at Lulu's. It's a little bit more than I want to spend, and I'm not seeing anything I'm super excited about. Where else did I look? I did look at Torrid, and I didn't really see anything either. I am a size 0 at Torrid. I don't know. If you have recommendations, let me know. Also, people don't make white clothes. Like, I didn't realize how difficult it would be to find white dresses. I don't know. Yeah, and then this week is Thanksgiving in the US, so we're gonna go over and spend the night at my fiance's brother's house on Wednesday night and wake up with them and have Thanksgiving morning with them and go hang out with my little nephew. He's cutest. And then go have brunch at my fiance's family's house, and then we'll go have a early dinner at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon at my grandparents, and then all of my aunt and uncles are going to then go over to my aunt's house, my uncle's house, I don't know, one of my aunt and uncle's houses for an after party, and we'll have dinner number 2 there. It'll be fun. My sister is home from Florida, so she'll be home. This week is also her birthday. and we're gonna do something fun for it. Oh, last week was Colin's birthday, my fiance, and we ended up going to the brewery in town called Drew Brew and had a lovely couple beers with my parents and played some board games, and then we came home and watched F1 practice in Vegas and made margaritas and had pizza. And that's what we did for Colin's birthday. It was really fun. He had a great night. And yeah, I think that's everything that's been going on. So this episode is gonna be short. That means I only have to edit a short episode. I'm excited. Yeah, so should we talk about goals really quick? First one is that in the next 2 weeks, I want to get to the lace on my wedding shawl. Yeah, I want to get to the lace section by December 1st. Pray for me. The other goal is that I want to find a wedding hairstylist because I'm real nervous now. I need to, I'm sorry, I keep playing with my soda water can, but I need to find a hairstylist. So we got more wedding centric goals for the next 2 weeks. Please leave me a comment down below. Tell me what your goal is for the next 2 weeks. Is it holidays related? Is it not tearing your hair out because of the holidays? Is it something knitting related? Let me know. And that's all I've got for today. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye, friends.